Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up, guys? How's your week been? What are you guys up to? Wait. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Should
I'm
I
so
start?
lost.
Should I start now?
Wait,
I'm
what are
so, I'm actually so fucking lost, guy. Like
what are we actually talking about today?
me, I don't know. Just busting
Well,
my
so
head.
chill. So chill. I got you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, my name is Jones, and welcome to your regularly scheduled Last Week Was Friday podcast. This week, today is Friday, but pause. We have same shit, interesting stuff. Yeah, that's a terrible intro. I need to work on this intro. Anyway, welcome to another episode of the Last Week of the podcast. On this podcast, we usually have four Nigerian guides, and basically what we talk about are things that are interesting to us, from economics to tech to music, and basically sometimes language barrier and other African countries where they do African stuffs. I hear African stuff, that kind of thing. Yeah. Disclaimer: anything we say, do, or make you do in this podcast is purely for entertainment and informational purposes. Do not kindly make financial decisions based on what we said. This is not a financial advice. We are not giving you life advice. We're not giving you any of that. Anything you hear here is purely joke and is informational and entertainment. With that being said,
Uh,
ladies and gentlemen,
any subgroup that feels discriminated here is only for entertainment and comedy purposes. We cannot go
no,
and
no. We're not making fun of you for our own entertainment. We're trying to make communication. We're trying to communicate a form of
God,
love.
the more you try to emphasize, the worse it gets.
disclaimer and put us in prison. Like
It's all love. It's all
The
love.
more you try to emphasize the disclaimer, the worse it actually gets. I'm more It's crazy.
It's all love. It's all love. Yeah. So let's get started from the basics,
What's
right?
your
From the
experience in
bottom.
prison when
Yes, like, it's too early to get into this. Please. It's too early. How was you guys' week though? How was your week? Let's start from the top. Shego, how was your week? Put Yeah, I said, how was your week?
What a way to introduce. So the week was good from
Soft.
Dubai to Pakistan and then now in the US. It has been good. But I've been involved in so much
This
work
guy just say
that I
yikes.
don't even know what day of the week it is.
I, I, I don't even know what to say right now, but okay.
Yikes.
Shego sounds like he's doing an interview.
I'm
You know
telling you,
you
yeah, like
like yikes.
just saw his organ on the panel of the interviewers for his new
I
job.
swear to God. My mind, I'm like,
That
who the
was
fuck
so
is
weird.
interviewing this nigga?
That's okay. We'll end
Shego,
down. Yeah,
Shego, what's your highlight of your week? What was happening?
As I was saying before, I had to say yikes. Uh, some guys in yellow from the southern part of somewhere just choose when to fuck you up, and they fuck you up real bad. But for now, I'm not going to let them shine. You know. So the highlight has been the what's it called? The Las Vegas people. I've moved from Pakistan to Dubai to Las Vegas.
this your
So it
intro. It
has been
sound like
really
person where they do
beautiful. And my
human
week has been
trafficking.
so busy that I don't even know what day of the
Also
week
they hail
it
each
is.
other.
But
Import
anyways,
from Dubai to Saudi
Uh,
Arabia to Didi's house.
and you get, you get, from to Diddy's house. Uh,
uh,
you can,
Eh,
it's,
no, I can't go. I can't go that way. I
I don't
can't
know how did
afford it.
50
It
Cent
costs
get involved in that
10%.
thing, sir.
it's not in that thing is involved. Guy, nigga has been fighting since the 2000s, man. He's adding everyone in the beef. Didi, Ja Rule, everyone that has pissed him off before. In they finish all of them. That guy's IG page might be the most interesting thing on the internet right now. Cannot lie.
Nice, nice. I didn't really know that, like, he was basically like fighting Diddy since then.
Ah,
Wow,
if the guy
that's
was smart.
cool. He's the real nigga.
Still nigga.
Anyway, Prince, how was your week?
Ah, this week was very, very beautiful. You know that as a Barcelona fan, you have dealt
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pim, 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 pim,
too much
pim.
Mbappe, Mbappe. One of them is even on this call trying to demise my boys. But today we finished them in their house. And what is even sweeting me is that Dembele scored bar and he was celebrating against us. That's in pay me personally. Because I went to someone's house to watch it and that guy like he was against Baka and was laughing at us. So for me to go Percy house
Dem-
and they laugh me,
ah,
really call score. He win the match away. That was like the highlight of the week. In other news, I've been on like multiple projects because my semester will soon end. So like as I'm how will I put this? As I'm even talking right now, I am coding. That's how the life is. So God help us. Now whenever I
is it
said I'm
like
what?
I wanted to sing
What do you
song,
say?
but finish first. I wanted to sing song, but finish first.
You won't come out the small viewers where we get, you want to hear 'em,
No,
eh?
no, I don't say I be artist now. I be artist of my own. I dey do some
Like
kind thing. I be artist, so
every episode be new thing. Tomorrow na CEO.
yeah. Now
Now you be
you guys they adjust to the climate change. You guys they change based on the latest things in town.
no,
So
no man,
exactly, exactly.
no man, no man. I feel you, I feel you. So that is just the life right now. Just deadlines and all that. Yeah,
You should be a rapper. Do you know I should be a rapper?
I'm listening.
You'll be offering deadlines. Mm.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Is
oh,
Musa yourself, Joe?
Musa is
Why are
not
you
here. Musa is
encouraging
not
this guy?
here.
Oh, who
Musa is
they
not here.
encourage this?
This what There's one thing that surprised me with this boy is he can be doing something with you and somebody will call him. I don't know, it's just me, but like if I'm doing something and something else comes in between, right? I will tell them, wait, I'll answer you later, I'm coming. You get like I will tell them to pause. But this nigga
Oh, no.
would tell you, he will just leave you there and then go and do that. And I'm like, I don't understand.
He's
Now
not
see
getting paid.
finish.
It's see
Now
finish.
see, now see finish. Imagine say I don't turn billionaire now. God, you go tell your papa and daddy, I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Now, that's even be the
Hmm,
cause of this
hmm,
disrespect.
hmm.
Since he's not here, how was my
Okay,
own
now.
week? Uh, my week was cool. To be honest, I think my week was fine. I think highlight of my week was that it was public holiday, so most CEOs and like people that I reach out to, they don't reply during public holiday. They just um take out they don't reply. They only reply when they want to. So I've not gotten much reply from people. However, I have been
Okay.
working on editing more videos for what's podcasting. So I have like more new videos for what's podcasting. Those short videos I post on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter. I have more of
Hmm.
that coming up this week. But like coming up next week, sha. Um, yeah. What else on my list? What else on my list? New podcast is out on Not Just Design Podcast. It's me explaining what VC funding is and VC firm. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, that's just all. I'm supposed to be hosting a house party tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to happen, Sha.
House
Yeah,
party.
when it happens.
House party or room party?
What the fuck are you saying? What do you mean room party?
Say the house party.
This guy
Drop.
literally
See,
just came back to Savage. That was just sad. At this point, I damn.
It's his house party. It depends on how you look at it. See, everything is perspective in this world, and I decided to look at my own as a house party. Prince told me one thing. We're in just two, right? And all of us at that time in just two, we're all doing press up, or we're all doing sit up, different things,
Wait,
trying to
calm
gain
down.
these
I
packs.
hope this will not fuck up anything. Please don't cast
No,
me
no,
to.
no, 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 no. Prince, Prince told me
Okay, okay,
something back
continue.
then. Priest told me, Priest one time, like we were doing sit up and press up now, and Priest didn't really care. So like he didn't really matter. He was like, Priest, how far you not do sit up? And all of us that did sit up up to today, we never grew muscle. Priest is the only one that grew muscle. But that time, Priest would lie down on his bed. And I'm like, Priest, how far you know go do sit up? And you're like, nah, bro. Priest, this,
Guess who is buff?
how far? Priest, nah.
Guess who is
And
buff now?
that's the
See,
thing.
I want
Guess who
to
is
Priest
hear
buff
lie
the
down
story
on his
because I
bed.
don't know where the story is going.
the
Let
cheat
me land.
code.
Let me land.
Okay, laugh first.
Let me land. Prince lie down on his bed, right? And tell us this thing, and he'll be like, "Guy, I don't need to do exercise. Exercise is the thing of the mind. So if I'm on my bed and I'm doing like this, up and down, I'm building up my mind. Exercise is the thing of the mind. That's what Prince
And
told me
what
just
is
to.
that?
I am. I have never.
Bro?
I've never forgotten that thing, guys. Swear to God.
very, very good excuse.
It's the thing of exactly. House party is the thing of the mind, is mindset. Now you they believe say
So
I
your
did
house
room,
party is a thing of the
I did
mind.
house, I did mansion. Now you think say I did room. Thing of the mind, bro.
Oh,
But the cheat code of getting most is just in this life, just pray your Igbo. Like it's a faster route. They get hiring. No, they actually get hiring.
life. Make sure what? What team
Make
you
sure
talk?
you're Igbo. They get hiring for some reason. Guy, if you collect 10 Igbo boys, 8 out of 10,
Now
you will not
Musa
do
They
start
get
anything.
still.
muscle
But by the time
naturally.
they are
Let
by
it
the
be
time
known
by
that
the
Musa
time they are
start.
top guys, 8 out of 10 of Igbo guys. It's crazy.
They get muscle
Oh,
naturally. Plus, yeah, they burn them. The doctor don't they do their hand like this. Do your hand like this.
They
Do
get
your hand like this.
if things na dumb they don't turn. They go just dey
Yeah, now. By the time they are 12, they are carrying bag of cement like they are, they are older. Like, don't worry, one name, may go lay bag of cement. Give me, I go carry the bag.
I don't
what
go
the hell
talk
did you
anything.
just say?
Me, one thing I know be say for my state, the soup, shey na bitter leaf. So if bitter leaf na popular soup for your state, you know say pikin sef go dey chop bitter leaf from that kind age. So I see correlation.
Omo.
Mm.
You
Una
say
see
na omo.
una see
They bitterly they
una see
build muscle.
I don't
no,
know whether they build muscle or all I know be say they give bitter leaf to children too. Make they chow.
Um,
You feel me?
Maybe na wetin,
una see
maybe na the reason
oga
why una dey wicked o. Na the source of the wickedness, not
ah
the muscle.
ah just
Especially
hold
the
on.
Igbo women.
Just hold
The
on.
Igbo
Egg
women.
of just hold
No! Everybody know Igbo women are wicked. Like, everybody knows. Eh? They have, see, they store wickedness in their forehead. So whenever you do them something, they just do like this. When they do like
Hi.
this, it's activation. That's why it's in front of their head. They do like this. It's activation. Oh, yeah, now. I'm not joking.
Shit.
Why are you guys quiet? Like, this is a well-known fact. Check Twitter.
Me,
This
I
is
cannot
common
deny you.
knowledge. Good. Igbo women.
you guys see the meme of that every random 9-year-old chica in your class. You know, see one
I'll not see the picture, sir, but I can imagine the chica in my class.
like one buff,
Prince.
na like I don't know, is it a chimpanzee or something, sha, but like buff like this.
Hey,
Like muscle.
hey. Ooh.
But it's not a
Yeah,
lie.
you go
Like
hear am.
if it was a lie, it's different. But it's
Leave her now. After he go the form. See, Prince is always right. Prince has said so
I
many
hear am
wise
o.
words that when you look back
Thank
at
you.
time, you will not be like, this guy sees the future. Prince on the last
I have not.
episode said that. Eh?
I'm listening. I'm listening. Right from time, I don't think I've said one wrong thing. Like I feel like I've lived this life before.
Prince on the last episode was like, Musa Obed off the mic is different from Musa Obed on the mic. It's like he becomes a DEI activist. He cares about all gender, all race, all everything. But off the mic, is when yesterday I was telling him, I was like, he is Musa Obed on the mic and he's Obed Musa off the mic. They are
Ah,
two separate people.
Okay, thank you for bringing that up. Prince, we're talking about football. Like it does not even make sense what Ego was saying, but thank you for bringing that up because you want to make me look like a bad person. Let's
No,
talk about
no. I'm not making you look like a bad person. You are not a bad
Make
person.
I
You are Musa
make I
Obed. That's who you are.
make I land. But Obed Musa
it was Uber Musa.
make I. So Prince, yesterday, like you get one guy. We don't talk about the guy. You know that guy where I tell you about football. Where I talk to that like the best young person where I don't see.
Yeah.
So Echo got them say, so where will you start telling him that he should, if he grows up now, so he will return and play for Nigeria? I say why? Like why would I advise him to go and play in like Nigeria national team? Like why? Then the guy out there telling me like, oh, I thought you were a patriot. I'm like, what do you mean you thought I was a patriot? My reasoning is that like
Want to start gaslighting?
like he wants to gaslight somebody's career is football. I mean, we
Yeah.
understand the same way somebody's career is like software engineering, investment banker. That guy's career is football up until like his 40 or like early mid 30s. That's his career. That's what he'll be doing, hypothetically speaking, right?
Hopefully
Now,
speaking.
if you're an investment banker, do you look at I'm going to be a general manager in UBA? If Goldman Sachs in London calls you and you're a UBA manager, won't you leave?
I don't even know how good Masa will get your number if you don't for UBA, but okay.
Like, let's just that is
Ah,
literally
no shade UBA.
that is literally the scenario. If you're a UBA manager and Goldman Sachs has your number and they say, come and work for us, please, we need you. Won't you leave? Ego.
No, those are two separate things.
Oh,
Coming
wait,
to
let
play
me
for
start.
is different from leaving
Let me
UBA.
laugh.
Musa Obed is your
Wait,
country you're talking about here. Your father's land.
UBA is
but
where?
don't blame him.
UBA is
UBA
where?
is Africa. Goldman
UBA
Sachs
is
is
where?
so it makes sense. It makes logical sense.
You can even argue that UBA is even more important than playing in a person's national team because your talent helps build the financial infrastructure in that country. But as a footballer, how many times do you even play with your national country self in all your life? The cap no go reach like 100 caps mark in like your entire career. But in UBA, daily, you're ensuring the efficiency of the financial system. So this guy was telling me that
I get feeling say Musa get one UBA contacts like that when they try impress. Because he talk
Yes,
to me that one.
bro
Musa
on iPhone
go find recruiter wey go share this
bank.
episode.
Now
Eh?
tell me.
Musa, you go don't find recruiter wey go share this episode with you. Be like, he has good vision about us. It's a good culture fit.
Now Musa Obed now
Musa,
Musa
I
Obed.
I
Now one
did.
of the characteristics of Musa Obed.
Bad guys, we
Anyways,
understand. Say more good
Yeah.
things about UBA.
so at the end of the day, and I told him that on the one hand, the guy is even more Spanish. Forget that, like, he has a Nigerian name, he has a Nigerian passport. He doesn't even have a Nigerian, he has a Spanish passport. He has a Nigerian name and Nigerian parents, right? Like, he's culturally more Spanish than he is Nigerian. Now, those kind of guys where you go hear them speak. Now, like Karim Adeyemi, waiting me na Karim Adeyemi, I be like for Borussia Dortmund. Have you heard that guy speak? Like those kind of people, you hear them and you're like, no, this one is not Nigerian at all. Like their English is not our English. How they think is not how we think. The only thing that makes them Nigerian is because of their skin, their parents, and their name. Aside from that, every other thing, like the other country
We
they are
are
from.
culturally embedded human beings. We like our people. See, what makes you Nigerian is
Hey,
not just your
yeah,
parents, your
further
name.
emphasizing my
See,
point.
the
Which is
facts.
the fact that
The
like
facts are
because of
Obed.
he's culturally Spanish, like he will be more inclined to play for the Spanish national team than the Nigerian national
It
team.
doesn't matter what he's more inclined to, it's matter what you incline him to be. You tell him, see, you are
Hey, don't
Nigerian
talk
by
as if
birth.
yourself. As you say, you're culturally embedded. Then and I say it doesn't
You are
matter.
Niger- you are Nigerian. You're first of all, you're a Nigerian man from Nigeria. Country people proud. See, a black man is a king in his house. If you decide to go and play for a white man country, that's your own fucking business. One day they will retire you and
Prince,
they will
Prince,
retire you without even doing anything. See, they
and
will always
Musa,
listeners,
choose
I
a
Prince,
know you
white man
said
over you.
Musa,
Prince, and listeners.
Musa,
Case
I know
study.
you said that the boy is very talented, though, but Spain has La Masia. Oh. That's all I'll say.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is so like
Do you
I know
do
people
you know
that
how
play in
many
Europe.
white boys are playing? Do you know how many white boys are playing that's in that academy? Do you know? Oh, you think they'll carry a black man and crown him the
That's in
king of
Nigeria.
football in Spain?
There's already
They feel
you know
give him,
in
they feel give
Nigeria
him
is
share
actually
to.
ranks
There's a
of
player called Nico Williams. He's Ghanaian. Literally, his brother plays for
you
Ghana.
know Samu. There's one
The guy is
Samu, one Edo boy like this, Samu Omoro John. He has currently been called to the Spanish national team. In their under 17s, there's another Nigerian that's literally like 2 blocks away. He's probably 2 blocks away from here. I'm telling you that like Nigerian, like Edo people are the majority of the migrants, like diaspora in Spain, like from Nigeria, and their children are playing for Spanish national team already. Like the time their
when we
parents
s-
came in
when
1900.
will slavery ever end? When will slavery ever end?
Oh,
Do you know why his
I beg,
parents? Do you know why his
everybody
parents went to
beg.
Spain?
You see,
Do you know
Because
why
your
his
country
parents
is
went
not
to Spain?
working. What are you saying?
Do you get the aim? The aim was, let me tell you, Musa, this is how it works. You leave your country, you go to another country to work and make a life for yourself and give your children good opportunities. Right? Fine. The essence, right? The
Mbappe is the
overall
slave.
underlining essence. Guy, calm down. The overall guy, let me
The
land.
slave.
Let me land. Guy, let me land now. Let me land. So you leave this country, right? And then you get a better life. Your children have a better life, which is exactly what you left. But then you keep on forgetting that you have a heritage where you are supposed to impact. Like I feel is now anybody can
Jacob
choose
does
to or
not
not
believe
to,
this
right?
nonsense thing. He
But
doesn't even
I
believe
believe
what
I believe this thing I'm saying because I believe that if you leave this country, Musa, we are the look at what you know what is paining me. The first topic of the day that we want to
This guy,
discuss, right?
yeah.
The first topic of the day we want to
Guy,
discuss is this Paul Graham
get
thing that
question.
happened. This is a good segue
Shey,
into the main topic now. Yeah,
hmm,
Prince, what did you say?
you dey talk like person wey bet on Nigeria to win final to come lose.
bro, do you understand? Like
No, 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 no,
so
no.
what I let me give you the criteria I actually gave him is that still using because a career is a career. And me, I'm thinking, what is the best thing for this person's career? The fact that it's not like Bukayo Saka, you know, meet and Sanolu last year.
Fuck that boy. Fuck that boy.
Saka don't meet
He
Saka
come Lagos.
last year.
Abeg, you tell say he come with him full chest. Na him with him full chest. He just come one come show the Igala. You know, abeg, fuck that boy. He no even come with
Bukayo
him full chest. He
Saka,
just come one come claim
Sanolu
Nigeria.
receive
After he don after he
Saka
don abandon
to
us.
the house. Sanolu
But
receive
I
Saka for
support
the house.
Egop on this one. No.
Eh?
I no go lie, but I support Egop on this one.
On what?
Thank you.
On this why the way call Nigeria? He think say he wan come play for Nigeria.
No. My
Yes,
point
now.
is the fact that like the Nigerianness of the person will never leave despite the team they are playing for. But the team they will play for is a different matter altogether. Because that is about
See,
their career. Their
you
Nigerianness will not leave them because they play for
it is
France, for
Musa Obed.
Ethiopia.
It's Musa Obed. It is the respect you give your father's fathers. Do you know what it is to come and play for your country? Obed, your country where your parents grew up from, where your country that your parents left to go find greener pasture so that you will have a better life, so you can impact the people that they left behind that they cannot do that for.
Oh,
Do you know what
okay,
it is?
Echo,
Camps,
do you know,
wait,
do you
camps. Do you think?
know what
No, no,
means?
wait, no. I've not land. This guy is going to play for international. He's going to play Premier League. He's going to play UEFA Cup. He's going to play Champions League. Is he playing for his country when he's doing all of this? How many times do you play for your country in your whole career, bro? You don't play for your country like you play all these leagues now. So you're telling me he can't come and play one World Cup, one this in CAF. Guy, how many matches do they play in CAF? That he
Wait,
telling me he can't play 7 matches for his country. That is going to damage his career,
Do you know
bro.
the truth of the matter is that the only thing Nigerian has given this guy is his parents and his
Because
colors. Aside from
because
that,
that's the
every
only
other thing
thing
that makes
Nigerian
up
could
this
afford to
guy,
give. Because the
Spain
shit
gave it
people
to
that are in
him.
power.
His
It is
education,
shit people that are in power.
health, eh?
It is shit people that are in power. The people that are in power are rubbish people. That is why.
You know Nigerians? I don't understand. Are they not
So
Nigerians?
okay, oh, so because of the 20% of the shit people in power, he should we who love him for being Nigerian first. We don't even fucking know his character. We don't even know if he's a shit human being. We know he's Nigerian and we love him. That's enough to tell you that we care about these people. To just know
Wait,
that
calm
he's
down.
Nigerian
I
alone.
am using your
Don't
own
love am.
arguments to balance you in the sense that you said what Nigeria has given to him, the heritage, and I'm telling you, from a pragmatic point of view, Spain has given him more than Nigeria could ever dream to give of him. Spain has given him
Yeah,
education, giving him
yeah,
protection. Spain has given him schooling
yeah.
system. Spain has given him the ability to be in a football network that allows him to grow as good as he is today. Does Nigeria give him that? Like, you have to be pragmatic when you're thinking about this as an athlete. All the people that wanted to in Nigeria, do you know
That's
that
BS. That's
Mbappe is the perfect example, right? Because Mbappe's father went to Cameroon, told them, "I want my son to come and play for you guys." What did
That is
Cameroon say? Big money. Mbappe
oh,
said, "No, you can
that's
go to hell." And Mbappe went and won World Cup, and he nearly won two back-to-back World Cup. If not that his French team was not as good as him that day. Like, and you're telling me that I should advise somebody who has that
okay.
potential
You
to
don't
come
you
and
don't you don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand what you're saying, guy. What you're saying is you are trying to think about it from his career. His career will not die, bro, if he
it's
plays
about
for his
career now.
country.
Like, bro, it's about career. Like, it's his that is the same way you want to be like a software engineer or a designer. He is a footballer. That is his own software engineering. And so you have to think about like it's the same thing happening there.
my own question is that Ego,
Yeah, yeah.
if Google, Shemo will start from let's start from Google. No, let's say Nvidia call you to come and do this thing for them, work for them. I hear.
No, let's use parents. Use parents. Use
I'm so
parents.
confused. No be
Imagine
no
now,
be the
right?
picky way
There's
they
this
shout
guy.
at
Listen,
for
listen to me. Oh. Prince,
Parents, please
hello,
Google
land.
Prince.
come
Prince.
to come
I
give
want to
position.
land. Allow him to land. I want to see where he's going.
There's this family, right? Now,
Well,
the family is called Family A. Family A has a child, and Family A cannot get that child. The parents are shitty parents, but Family A has families. I have like siblings that are really, the siblings they are trying their best, but because their parents are shitty, it shows on everybody's face. And then Family A leaves his family, and Family B, now this Family B. Family B takes in that boy, one of their first son, right? And Family B sends him to school, teach him one or two things, give him a healthy environment to grow up in. Now, that boy has grown up to become somebody who works in a respectful place right now. And he's like, please, I understand what you have done for me, but I have siblings that it is not their fault that my siblings could not provide for me, but was because I have two shitty parents. And now my siblings are still there, and I believe I'm in a position where I can help them, I can inspire them, I can represent and clean my family's name from the mess that my shitty parents put it into.
okay, good
I would
analogy.
like
Now let me complete
I would
you. So what
Okay.
about the siblings for the family? Let us say that the parents B family will take care of you. They come by, you are in a good position, and your siblings that you are meant to cater for from the new family be like, no, I have siblings that I left behind from that shitty family. So let me leave these ones that took care of me and raised me as a brother. That I grew up with, I learned their language first. You see it's
This does not
contradiction.
even make sense. Like, it does
It's
not make sense whatsoever. Because you're assuming that him playing for his country is helping his family. Like, it does not make sense. His salary, his salary, he can use it to help and build a school, build a hospital, build all of these things. What is the difference? Like, bro, using your analogies, using your own thought process, I can find how to disintegrate what you're saying and still
That's
align
your job.
the fact that
Your job is to gaslight me. I know what you're saying. I'm a
I'm
man.
like, It's
Oh
not.
my.
Am I a
stand
woman?
by my chances.
Am I
I
a
stand,
woman? See that I'm a
I
man.
stand by my, I stand by my chances. I know what I have to do. And the simple,
I can hear you,
Musa, please. Musa, can you hear me?
bro. Like I'm like I don't even understand. He looks
I've
like
come
all
back to
these.
the
Like
screen and
you
I'm
know, like
seeing egg up stand like that.
lions
What
when
the
they want to
fuck
start
is going
fighting for
on?
their territory. So like the guy will, the lion will stand up like the macho guys, and then the other one will now
Thi-
stand up like.
this is called a dominant stand. That's what it's called.
Let
You
me
now
even
have
so.
this is a power stand. The power
If that's
stand.
your dominance, my
I
guy, I
wish
don't know
people
what
they
you're
see this can actually
dominating.
see what we are saying. I got literally stood up from his chair, and he's standing in his
Yes,
in, and he's standing with his hand like placed below his pelvic, and he's telling me he's a dominant stand.
the dominant stand. It's a stand of dominance. You will not understand.
Oh my
It's an
god.
outdated.
All these red
It's an
state people.
outdated.
All these red state people.
This is how agitated to stand whenever they arrest him and he's trying to be calm
That's a
about the
non-stand.
dominant position. So it sounds like this. So I'm standing like that.
By the way, OJ,
I think
This is
you're
it.
talking about Andrew. You're not talking about Andrew. You're
I'm
talking
not
about
monitoring it. I'm
Andrew
going to
Tate.
keep quiet. So
Different.
you guys keep talking. It's simple. Huh?
There's a
moving
difference.
on, moving on.
The
Let the
well, let's
audience,
move on.
let the
Let
listener
them
be our
decide. Let
judge.
them decide.
Let them
Let them
decide.
be our
But
judge.
Ego,
But from
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Let me ask
yeah,
each
actually,
person here. Ego, your child is playing for Real
he's
Madrid.
going to come and play in this country, bro. He's going to come and play in this country. If I
Thank
go
you.
to Spain, Musa,
Have your
if I go to
response. Have your
Spain with
response.
my wife and I grow up
Is
and I bring my child in Spain
Wait, what?
and my child is
is
playing in
Oh,
Spain, when he
Ego,
grows up,
you have
come back and
answered
play in this
now.
goddamn country. He's an Ogoja man. You come and play in this goddamn bloody country.
It's okay. Thank you for your response. Please,
Thank you.
your son
Thank you.
is in Barcelona. Like he is prime David Villa level. And
uh,
Spain calls him. Where will he play?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Thank you for your response. Shego,
Hey, what is the buruburu? That is it. Hey,
Shego,
But
your son
because
is
my son play in Nigeria doesn't mean I'll
wait, wait,
blame the
wait,
one
wait.
that doesn't play in
Your
Nigeria.
son is prime Didier Drogba in Chelsea, and England calls him to come and play. And England has good chance of winning World Cup. Where will your son play?
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay.
Hey,
It's
our
not
three children go play together. Hey,
Nigeria.
yes,
it's fine.
yes.
4-1-3.
This unpatriotic bigots. Look at your life. Just look at your life. See what the white man have done to you. You've eaten a lot of
That
Chinese meats. Like you have forgotten. You have forgotten your hometown. Just look at you. After you say, "No, I care about Nigeria." You don't care shit. You want to play for Spain. Be gone. Be gone, Uncle Rufus. Uncle Rufus. Be gone. Yeah. Done
I,
some Michael Jackson shit.
I see what you guys did, but let's move on.
Musa, let me ask you. Musa, let me ask
No,
you.
no,
Be
you no,
going.
Ego. What's
Hey,
I
hey.
accept.
I, lo-
I
good.
accept.
Yes, I like it. I
I
like it.
accept.
You're raising it.
Make I feel like Mikel Arteta.
Wave.
No, make I feel like Mikel. I accept this loss, but I don't accept these standards. Let's go.
Raise your flag. Raise your flag. Oh, 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 oh,
Boy, now,
oh,
coach,
oh. Raise your white flag. Oh, hey, you raise your flag. You raise. I think that's a World Cup song. They sang it, in Nigeria when we're playing World Cup.
Yes.
Nigeria. Please, I want to apologize to
Moving
every standard
on.
country for Ego stealing your song. Please, don't think he
Oh,
has their song, Joy.
no, thank you. So moving on.
Moving on,
This
please.
was-
There's no time.
it took us 30 minutes to start the podcast. Anyway, this is
Well,
a good segue.
for the audience and you guests, it's up to you. Your children are playing for prime, like they're in their prime career. You let us know where your child will play at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
moving on, let's focus on the things.
So we're starting with this one top of the mind. Let's delve into it. Paul Graham, Paul Graham, the bad guy, that is one of the baddest writer ever. He put out a quote, and then the tweet, a tweet, and the tweet was, somebody sent him a cold email, and on the cold email, the person used the word delve, and because of that, he's not gonna, will I say, he's not gonna, just like it felt somehow to him. And now people are to it majorly Nigerians. You see, Nigerians like to carry other people's problem on their head. They care about the world. We are very caring people. So we carry the problem on our head. Like they gave us more and more to sell. And everybody started talking to Paul Graham and asking him, like, why would he say that? Why would he say the word delve? My question to you, focus. Prince, Musa, and Shago.
Guy, literally just what the fuck? Don't be so they treat guys.
Now, my question to you guys is, what do you guys think in regards to Paul Graham saying he won't accept cold emails, or he doesn't like cold emails that have the word delve inside it, and then in terms of how it felt like AI generated content. So, are you on the same stand with the other fellow Nigerians? Musa, I already know where you stand for Paul Graham. So, uh,
Do you know the funny thing? I'm trying to like pull up this thing. Like that
the
tweet
tweets,
had like the
yeah,
views is crazy. I think I'm trying to like pull it up. Sorry.
it's Nigeria now.
I
You,
think it
you
was,
put Nigeria on something and it's not blue.
but the Nigerians are the ones that took themselves there. I just felt like
Yes, now.
it was something that could have been avoided. Like the guys say cold email, blah blah blah. Like Nigerians like to take things a little too personal sometimes. That's my opinion. That
No, no,
thing did
no.
not
We
need.
take it we take it personal, right? Because we wanted to get to the root of the issue. See, people just wanted to like challenge Paul Graham, and the reason with him is that he didn't want to agree that by any means he was wrong. And Nigerians, we dey drag things, we dey drag am. So that's the tweet here. This is the
Yeah,
tweet. 16 million, 16.9
16.9
million views.
views on Twitter.
God,
That's World Cup level. You score World Cup gold level kind of tweet. Like that's the views
I'm
it gets.
telling you. I'm telling you. Every single billionaire in Silicon Valley saw this thing.
Like it was
This
so
week,
serious that I had to go and look for a research paper to
do
search
you
for
get?
all them started being published more. Like God. But they destroyed Nigeria, Sha. They really destroyed Nigeria. I can't lie.
So what do you guys think in regards to this thing? Like, to him it's an AI generated stuff, and he didn't really like Elon Musk even laughed at it. What do you guys think? Man, what do you guys I don't get again. The Patriots are
Like this a new platform we're using. I can't really like zoom in on the app, which is I don't know how I'll download the app of a software and I cannot zoom in to what you get my point.
I
This is
made it
just
bigger for you.
thank you. Um what are my views? I just feel like people never grow up in a lot of ways. And some of them happen to be millionaires or happen to have blue tick on Twitter. So it tends to happen. People that don't grow up always deserve to be right in their own way. But the problem is that he met the worst community on Twitter. Because
What's
I feel like
I'm
there
sure
are more Nigerians on
the
Twitter
boss community have time for him. You have
I'm
to
telling
put
you,
that. They
there are more
have time
Nigerians
for you.
than Nigerians in Nigeria. Like I'm convinced on that statistics. So this is wild. The guy don't jam sha. Because in the mind 90 say na good traction when he gets. You know, no say Nigerians they block people account, they report people accounts for whiskey David arguments.
No, nah, he's pudgy now. They will they will do this to him.
He go shock you.
But,
Make you cross line. That's all I'll say about the matter.
but wait, let's looking at it, like as objectively
Oh,
as I can.
here we go again. Here we go again.
No, no, no. Like
Objective.
looking at it as objectively as I can. Me, I use ChatGPT a lot, like to like improve certain things. He is right in the sense that like if you use ChatGPT enough, you can detect when like suspicious, like when something is generative AI created. Like I don't know for you guys, but me I can detect. Like if I read something, there's just a way that it's a bit too
Organized. It's
like
too
it's
well
just
structured.
exactly. It's just like too a bit too perfect, more or less, right? And too formal that you be like, yeah, you have your suspicion. You can really never know, which is the problem that Paul Graham now entered in saying that Delve is ChatGPT. I think that's his problem. I think he would have said like my suspicions are that this might be. Had it been, he just framed it in a I'm suspicious of what like Delve instead of saying like I'm sure this is ChatGPT or whatever he said. Like had it been, he framed it in a suspicious point of view. I don't think he'd have gotten this kind of traction and reaction. I won't be talking about it today. But the fact that he just said I don't trust it, I think that's not the problem. Because I was even talking to somebody about it. It was like this will cause a lot of problems for language, like in terms of like how human beings
Yeah,
will be perceived and all of these things. Like it will change a lot of things for language. And I'm like, it is true, right? Because people that genuinely talk like that now are in trouble. They'll be like, what kind of
exactly.
chat
And
GPT are you?
and that's the issue that Nigerians had with this tweet. And that's why they came from. They were like, nigga, people speak like this in our country. What do you mean we are using AI? Do you mean like we're using AI to speak? Like we speak like this on a normal day. You get. I see someone was like, I was using the word delve in stories as I was writing way back in primary school. For someone who read widely and wrote from young age, attributing the word delve to AI is simply preposterous. They don't come again. Oh. Word when me I know people pronounce.
Egg up, you try.
I swear. I like
You know you
I agree
don't have
with
to
Prince
you know
when he
you
was
don't have
like,
to promise.
if you grow up in a certain way, you think that's how the world works. Americans have the thing where they believe the world revolves around them. In a way, I agree. They have a lot of influence on the world, right? Um, but then again, it challenges the fact of, Shego, what is it, Shego?
So the
Just continue talking your thing.
Okay, okay. So it challenges the world on
I
like
said
how
the
do people
so
actually
the thing,
think
so the
about
thing, you
us,
know.
and how do people actually think about like these people are
They
decision
don't think
makers
about
that make
first of all,
wait
start
first.
to think about you.
They don't actually care. They don't care.
Don't
They,
give two
they, they don't give they don't give two shits. And that's why they do what they do the way they do it, because they don't give a shit, like, to be honest. And this is a proof of it. These guys are decision makers, they are billionaires, they are millionaires. They are the decision makers for most of the tech we have. Most of the reasons why they are, or why we do a lot of things in regard to the technology in Silicon Valley, is these guys are behind closed doors making those decisions. And this is just a window to let us know that this is how they think. This is basically how they think. They do not give two fucks about if you use delve in your country or not. As long as it doesn't agree with them, they don't care. They
What I
will
want
work.
to say, Ian,
Yeah.
is is just a subjective word. So, for example, I know it's very subjective. So let me say this: if somebody fucked you up in uni, in secondary school, like now, you go see one person, his name is Dada, surname, and he's applying for job in our company. Do you think me and Shego we give this motherfucker interview? We'll never give him chance because of your stupid ass father, Joe Dada, fucked up years ago. So, with that being said, we are not going to publicly go on Twitter and say, "Hey, there was this young man that we said that we turned him down because he was dread." You get my point? No.
Yeah.
So I think he was just daft for opening his mind out, which is very stupid of him in this world. So this is the reason why we pray when we apply for jobs, because we don't know what is really happening in their heart, and we pray that God will just pour water on top of them to calm things down.
I swear.
So I feel like
Because you don't
anyone read
know.
what he on different
God,
what he did
any
on
Paul
different
Graham behind my application. I
then
reject it.
I reject the spirit of Paul Graham. You're so-
I reject the spirit of non-acceptance of Delve.
Ah! What is wild is that AI is like Egop. He said within the week that AI cannot really detect this shit. Guy, AI literally said, "Oh, Genesis chapter 1 is AI
Was
generated." Now,
AI,
it's
imagine.
that.
I see. So if you listen to my podcast C2PA, right, the genesis of that podcast or the Not Just Design Pod, which is managed by What's Podcasting Podcast Management Company,
Oh my
what we
god!
do.
What what?
So how I got to that podcast, right, was I was doing research on how do you know if something is actually AI generated or not, right? That's basically what I was researching on, and it led me down a rabbit hole that pointed me to the direction of you can't actually know everything anybody says anywhere that oh you can know, you can't actually know, is all BS, because this AI detective or this AI tool that they tell you detective is another AI that wrote it is scam. Basically, what they do is they try their best to find out the most logical essays that are probably written by that are probably written with the perfect logic, the way English to be written, and then they flag that as AI because they don't believe the target audience can write it. For example, if the target audience for that tool is for is for, like, let's say, now this is based on my research. If the target audience is for people with like 14 years, 17 years that are in secondary school, right? Musa, what do you call secondary school in Yuku's country? Musa Prince, what do you call it?
High school.
High school. Good. Now,
You
if
use country. What are you saying?
sorry, Prince is a Nigerian. You, your own country. If you,
By the way, by the way, Shego and Prince said they would send their children to England and Spain, but go ahead.
well, that's what you heard.
Ray, in the
That's what you
chat,
heard. That's what you
go ahead, go ahead.
heard.
This guy won't cast boys.
No,
Show what things. All
I
this
have to
one I
cast.
thought,
I have to
no,
cast.
show what things.
There was a cast.
Would I make me look like I'm pro-colonialist, like
Which one be which one? Which one in? You know, just you go flag this thing like AI. And I'm trying to be pro-colonialist. It's
I
AI,
go
man.
USA, high school.
Um, where was I? Well, I forgot.
That is for the target age, high school.
Yes, for the target age high school. Now, the idea behind the tool is that they don't believe high school students can write a perfect essay as somebody who is a master's degree or someone who is writing like English on a proper, like a lawyer kind of level.
I
So
would
the
debate
tools,
that
I'm
because
telling
the
you, that's
Christopher Joseph used to make us write 10 pages of literature in English in
that is the
SS2.
thing.
Wait, calm down, calm down, calm down. Musa, no
Yeah.
offense, so SS2 is not high school. Nigerian education system in secondary school is actually very, very high. Like with a very straight face. Waiting with the right for SS1. Master students for here, they know Sabi Shingbai. So Christopher Joseph, they according to American standards, is very, very advanced guy. Their high school standard is dog shit. That is the only description I can say. And they know it too.
Good.
Anyways, thank you for that
Now,
because I was
thank you.
writing 10 pages for my CA test, for my CA test in SS2, SS3. I got continue.
So that is the tool is based on that
Right.
premise. It's based on the premise that high school students don't have the knowledge to write a perfect essay as people who are in master's degree or people who are lawyers, right? Or who are in PhD. So therefore, any essay that is perfectly perfect will be flagged as AI. That is how those tools are created, and that's how they are. That's why if you see most of the AI detected tools are sold under education. All of them are sold to lecturers, they are sold to schools, they are sold to educational systems. Is because of that premise, that underlying knowledge. Now, in terms of media, audio, video. That one is easy to know. You can use C2PA or listen to the podcast from not just design under what's podcasting, podcast network, or podcast management business. But
Ah,
you can listen to that podcast,
This
to
guy,
guys,
understand it.
let's interrupt this boy. We are
this guy,
trying
this
to
guy is like a
we are
15.
trying to manage our podcast to be less than 2 hours instead of our usual 3 hours or so. Egg up with what podcasting advertisement and all the surfaces. We can never do this time management. Again, we're trying to cut out unnecessary. See the what podcasting so.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what the guy reminds me of? Ego, like every time Ego says that, it reminds me like all those 15 seconds YouTube videos that pop out in the middle of your video. It's like just those ads that just pop up like that where you're in the middle of watching something. Or like Ego
Sorry.
with the shit to PAT, like it's for me it's like it doesn't make it's a bit ironic, right? I probably
Yeah.
paradoxical self in the sense of the whole point of creating artificial intelligence is to mimic human beings. So to
Bam,
say like to
bam,
say that you want to find that artificial intelligence is like going against the underlying point of the technology. Like
bam.
it doesn't
one
make
girl,
sense.
one girl on Twitter was like, she's anytime people claim her work is AI or blame AI art, she just comes out very confusing. It was under this program tweet. It was like she find it very confusing and stupid because she's like, nigga, AI creates AI art. What else? Yes, it is AI art because it is AI art. Like, what do you mean it's not AI? Like, the reason why it's AI is because it creates AI art. It's like telling a goat not to shit goat shit. It is goat shit. It can't look like human shit. It is goat shit. That's exactly what it is. So why are you flagging me and blaming me for using, goat shit for manure instead of human shit? Like, what is like? Why are you
But,
telling me
but,
that I use? It's like, why are
but
you
so that
saying I use?
I feel like people are too scared of being irrelevant that they will try to flag us down. If
Yeah,
something is easier and better to use that shit, my guy. It's as simple
exactly.
as that. Yes, you are saying that AI art is not good because they are trying to spoil originality. But if AI art fine, my guy, is giving the value that artists are looking for. Use that shit.
Exactly. It is
Whatever
art.
gives value, as long as the value is being provided, use it. Value no be value. Now
For me,
value.
it's the point that like the whole assumption underlying all of this is a way of like it's softly it's people trying to in quote maintain originality or maintain the fact that like human beings as against like artificial intelligence, but the entire premise of the
Premise.
artificial
Premise.
intelligence technological revolution
Premise. Premise.
premise. Okay, thank you, Ego. The entire premise of the artificial intelligence development is the fact that human beings will work together with artificial intelligence. Like, that is the world they wanted to create. And so, people trying to distinguish, trying to fight it, at the end of the day, what you have to do is to fight against an entire. The guy puts. Okay, okay. I thought he put this thing for fire. The wrong offer. But the entire premise of the whole technology, the whole concept is that human beings are going to use AI for efficiency. Like that's the whole point of artificial intelligence. So now human beings coming out and attacking artificial intelligence for making us more efficient. Like I'm like, what do you want? Like what do you actually want? You want
It is
artificial intelligence to do like to
it is
work on
initial gra. It is initial is normal human initial gra. It's the friction. Like, so now we understand that this thing can do exactly what we do, but in its own way or its AI way. So we are initially like, oh, we want originality. We want you to use it this way, right? We want to be able to say this is human being, and then I think another thing people are scared of is humans become lazy. So instead of coming up with a content that speaks to me, you are coming up with a content that potentially speaks to millions of people that sounds like me, right? So it's not like it doesn't feel original. That's the problem. So when somebody sends you a text that, hey, hi, hi, my name is this person. I'm trying for hi dear, my name is this. I'm coming from here, and I want us to delve into the topic of humanization of something, and then all of a sudden, it becomes like, oh, this thing is not planned for me, it's original. This person did not take their time to write this thing for me. You get, that is where most of the issues coming from. It's just initial friction and gra. In the next 1 year, in the next generation, our children will not give a shit, bro. Our children Our children will not give you a shit. They'll probably have their phones on and they'll be like, hey, maybe drones AI will be raining. They're like, hey drones, yeah, yeah, what's up, nigga? Please kindly tell my friend, so
You say, how you like to have a racist on your phone? Those AI is here for you.
no. So it's like, how do
Racist
you
assistant. You go pay for your setting. Do you want sexist? Do you want tribalist?
how do you like to have a black AI? You know, a black AI that loves you like your fellow
And
black
yeah,
friend.
that here's all the slave jokes. That you want to
I
use.
swear. They're like, the advert would be nice. You'd be like, AI nowadays, this is 2040, and AI nowadays is your friend. You can have your robots at your home, you can have Optimus in your home, different things. We are introducing to you drones 0.5Z. Drones is your black friend AI. Your black friends that can use the N word on you, your black friends that can make black jokes for you, your black friends that constantly remind you that this world is a place of unity,
Hmm.
diversity, exclusion, and inequality. That
Hmm.
is exactly what Drones AI 0.1Z is about.
Diversity exclusion.
You are listening to this guy. You are literally listening to this guy.
What?
Yeah. Oh
You're
my
just
god.
racist world.
Nah.
Guy,
So let's
nothing worse than like imagine a racist AI. Those like it would be too bad though. It's actually be terrible.
It will blow. I will rather pay for it too. Because me, I like racial
Because
jokes.
these
Even if
emotions,
they
you don't
exist
have
me, it's
filter.
actually quite funny. What?
not everybody is Venetians, please.
Chai. I can never apologize to him because he speaks English.
Venetians does not speak English.
I think he does, Sha.
Nah, I don't think it does. Even the Spanish self in struggle.
Shit.
Are you serious? What does he now speak?
Portuguese now, Brazil.
Wow, he should be happy now. They were the first people to come to Africa. Like they like he's Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Wow,
He's not
that means he's
Portuguese.
great.
Everyone in Brazil speaks.
That will cause fight though. He's not Portuguese.
He's not Portuguese.
Everyone
Oh,
Portuguese.
Brazil.
so Brazilians speak Portuguese. Wow. So when the Portuguese got tired of African slavery, it was Brazil they went to
Brazil.
dump them. I
They
thought it was
speak
only
I don't
America
even
that
think
dumped their
Portugal
slaves
came.
in Portuguese.
I don't even think Portugal came to Africa and said it was South America they went to direct.
No, no, no,
No,
no, no. Portuguese were the first. They were
the
the
first
first to
Nigerians.
explore. Yeah,
I think they
Nigeria.
just went to that side because they heard about Latinas. So they're like, oh, oh.
No, no, they came to Africa. They were like, "Wow, we like these women, but you're black. Let's go to the other side. There's some white bitches. Like they're
We
like
are
the
going to
African
exit this
women.
episode.
They're like the African women, but they are white. Let's go there. Let's leave these black folks. They
Wait,
got some voodoo stuff here that scares
is,
me away. So I'm
is
gonna go
everybody
there.
of this call? I'll be wondering why Musa has not muted you on this way.
I've heard,
I am the one.
I've heard, I've heard
Oh
the
my
most.
god.
Most. I've
Uh,
heard the most.
but no,
But
no, no. Think of. I'm
you
not
see,
going to. I'm not going to stretch
see,
it,
you
but
know
Please
why
go to the
I
next
have to
topic,
put
please.
explicit. This is the reason I have to put explicit on this podcast. You know why?
it's fair, fair. Fair. So this bio me guy made a tweet and he's like, it's not my job to conform to the way that you do things. You want to do business with Americans, you have to do things the way we do things. We not complain that we're being biased. You can say the same thing about me, which is true, but I don't care about doing any business in Nigeria because your GDP per capita is one of 70th that of America, meaning you guys cannot even do one out of 70 things that the American GDP can do in a year per capita or whatever that means. I don't really care whether or not you do better. Best wishes, Paul. I took this to heart. I took this
His name
as
is
his name too is Paul, but it's not Paul Graham. But it was under the same kind of the gist. Also, it was from there.
that's what I was trying to do. Egg up no catch. Now
No,
small
I
leg.
no catch. I no catch. My name is Paul.
Who remembers the My
Hey,
Name is
I was
Paul song?
still. How is he racist?
For my skin,
Is it our job that is a
It's
steward?
not racist now. It's
Did
just
we
that's
expect him
a
to be?
racist song,
it's
What?
just
sha.
racist.
Musa might get sensitive. I think
Well,
they
oh,
mentioned
he's white. That's his
my
white
skin
song.
is black.
Why white
Okay,
was
okay, no,
like,
no, no, that's
my
not
name
the
is
song.
white, but my skin is
Sorry,
black.
sorry.
No, it's not. It's not. It's my name is White. I
Yo,
think
my
you
skin
not
is black.
dab. For that time, dabbing the whole.
I
Wow.
say,
Experience in secondary school, yeah, I know what kind of names not to give my children. Like I know, like, bruh, like there are certain names that you're killing that child before they arrive.
yeah. I think that's a good way for parents to think about naming their child. It's like, what name can you give your child that will make them succeed in secondary school? That will make them fly to secondary school without getting dragged.
David, like or Peter, like let it be normal. But even kill you suffer, sha. Like
White, kiwi. Is that
People just again.
Kiwi, bro, Kiwi, God, Kiwi, God.
I'm sure his parents. No, no, no. This is how his naming ceremony. This is how they named him. So they gave birth to him.
It's not his
His
name. It's not his name.
is that not his name?
Like it's so into him that you even think it's his name. It's not his name.
Are you serious?
What's his real name?
God, his real name
I
is
feel
David.
betrayed. I thought that he was on the certificate self.
I swear to God. I was
So
about to
that
give
was
it.
not somebody's name.
It's not his name. His name is
So why
David.
we got the stroke am for name when no be own?
Well,
His name is what? David what?
David Ugu. His father is a pastor in the Living Church guy. Like,
Are
Wow,
you serious?
wild,
Wow, bro.
no, but
I was
I'm sure nobody knows that
wow.
name.
wow. Like I was like what was coming to my head was like they gave birth to him and then they dropped him inside the room and they were thinking of the naming ceremony and then they dropped him inside the room. So his father's shoe was like there and his father's polish was there and then somebody said go and bring the baby and he went. He was like, which of them? Bring kiwi, 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 kiwi beside kiwi. They forgot the beside and they just brought kiwi and they were like, oh, this kiwi, I thought like that was how they gave him name, but like
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's move forward. Let's go into you
Wait.
know
If you don't know what
um
to, don't look for it on Google. Because now you're
I swear you don't know what
now
kiwi is.
Google and now
Now
you're
you know. Now you know. I'm sorry if he's listening to this. As I said earlier, it's all jokes. Uh, yeah.
Ah, don't need to apologize now.
Um, it's good that
guy.
we have a good
Guy,
spectrum of guys here. We have Igbo people, Hausa, we have Shego the Edo bastards, and it's me. So I
Wow.
think it's a good mix. So
Oh my.
nobody's going to feel offended except females that are not here. There's no female here, but like yeah,
When last we even crack a sexy joke, sir?
I
don't
don't do
do.
that anymore. I don't do
Why
that.
is he this kid? Like, why are you provoking him?
No,
Kid,
no,
why
no.
you
Let's
why
let's get let's get into this. Binance executives have been remanded in prison. I know Musa, you have your thoughts, but yeah, what do you guys think? So the
don't
news reads,
I'm done.
the news reads, if you are eager on the Nigerian Binance saga becoming a Netflix series, this writer thinks, fuck that. ICYMI last week, Binance wrote to Nigeria to release the determined executive, Tigran, who have been detained since February.
Guys,
No,
say
no,
the
no,
time.
You
the
correct me
news.
on this, but determined.
Let's leave that news. You've heard it already. They put him in prison basically, and I don't know. Nigerians still have their own reasons as to why, like the CBN still has their own reason as to why they put him in prison. Um, I don't know. That has not been clear yet. It's all just speculation. Nigeria still blames Binance for whatever happened to the currency, even though the currency has come down, and Binance didn't do anything to bring it down, but they still blame Binance. But yeah, do you guys have thoughts on that, or we can move to our favorite country, Zimbabwe? They have a new currency. I can't wait to get there. But yeah,
Epis.
Do you guys remember the yeah, we have to talk about episodes, but do you guys remember I sent a tweet. It's still the girl stuff. Somebody replied Paul Graham and I said, hi Paul, I'm the Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs. You are hereby banned from entering the country.
that person, I think that person is Ghanaian. The person just wants us to be dragged at this point. It sounds like a Ghanaian move.
His name is Mukita. I don't think it's Ghanaian.
No, it sounds like a Ghanaian move because if I'm Ghanaian, I would say I could just use add pepper.
Okay, just like when I saw that, I was like, it's over. Like
Oh
that guy.
shit.
Wow, wow. Like imagine what will he do with his life now that he cannot enter Nigeria? Wow. Like
Like
all the
life
opportunities.
must be so limited.
I'm telling you, all the opportunities is missing. Like only if he behaved himself.
You understand?
Hmm. Wow.
You won't be
The
able to
main-
eat at Yahuza again.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
I
Very
feel
sad.
so bad for him. Like if he kept quiet now, maybe he would have been able to enter Nigeria for Christmas.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
missing right?
I'm telling you.
Goat meat,
The
cow
ransom.
meat.
Please moving on. Please moving on
uh,
before I go to nonsense. Thank
nah, I'm
you.
not saying anything. In
Good.
other news, I don't really have much today. I really I arrange much today, but in other news, Zimbabwe has a new currency again. Um, so Zimbabwe launches Zig. Zig is their new currency. According to them, Zig is backed by gold, not camels, and Zig is supposed to help the currency be better because right now people use what's it called? They use US dollars. But Graham will be happy. They use US dollars in their country, which is Zimbabwe, and which is not good for them. But then they are trying to revive their dilapidated currency by making a new one that is backed by their gold that they export within their country, which is called Zig.
Hmm?
Now they are, yeah.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, so which is backed by their gold that they export from the country. And now, so my thoughts are like, do you guys think this is sustainable? And down the line, will Zimbabwe become a country where people can go for tourism and study tourism and do some nice things within like the country?
I don't want to bash them because I don't know anything about Zimbabwe. I just sound like a foreigner. Zimbabwe na where lion dey ba?
Yeah, yeah, Lion King, all of that.
Their currency is not going to change tourism. Everybody wants to see lion. That's all I have to say about the topic.
Musa, what's your thoughts, Shego? What do you think the new currency like? Do you think new bringing like a new currency in 2024 makes any impact at all?
The thing is that like so me I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yes, I
hear you.
can hear you.
Okay.
Everyone is here.
Yeah, I got you things. Ego, can you hear me now?
Speak now, Obed.
Yeah, why hear you guys? Just talk.
Okay. I says like I have not read the news like in depth. I just saw the headlines, but me, if because from what I understood, right? Again, I've not read it in depth. Is that they are pegging it against the gold. I mean, I'm just thinking, I can remember. Obviously, like it's very, very different. But I can remember like when Nixon removed the gold peg, as at that point, like in the 70s or something, because of the pressure on the currency. And
Okay.
I can remember when, like, even to a large extent, the whole concept of central banks was also a bit to get away from gold backed, from like backing currency on gold to a way, depending on the country, sha, but like central banks, like,
Talk louder, talk louder.
I should talk louder.
Yeah.
Okay, so, anyways, I mean, what I'm just thinking, like, my thought process around this is that, okay, they are pegging their currency against the gold, which of course that has like a lot of it has a lot of like both macro and microeconomic like implications, honestly speaking. But most importantly, what I'm asking myself is that, well, you might want to peg your currency as against something, right? But it's like what caused your former currency to not do well is the real question. Like that's what you really have to ask yourself, and that is the basis to which you have to evaluate um, the
Oh,
economics of this new currency. Um, like Is it production issue? I don't know the Zimbabwean economic context, so I can't. But I'm just like now I'm thinking, is it like you know problem of production? Is it lack of foreign currencies? Is it like poor consumer market? Is it like just in fact it's like a weak market generally, like a weak economic market within the country, like the quality of the exports are not as good. Like all of those kind of questions what you really need to ask yourself. And then that's what will now lead you to kind of see if pegging it as against the goals as the new currency
Egg up,
is good to go.
egg up.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have your sound effect. This was like a very well answered thing. Like there's nothing else to add to this topic. To be honest, you just killed it. You
Well,
have
I
what
didn't,
sound effect? You have your sound effect.
I didn't kill it now. I
Maxi, do you have sound? You know what?
didn't kill it now. Musa was still talking now.
No, no, no. I'm saying I'm not saying you killed it. I said, do you have sound effect? Like Musa has hit the nail on the head, man. Like there's really nothing else to add to it. That is just it.
What did Musa say?
And
Jesus.
you fuck.
No, I heard what he said, but he was
Oh my.
talking to the people. He was talking to all of you. I wasn't. I heard it, but I didn't understand it. Like I just heard him. So like
See,
what?
like just like Nigeria. Imagine Nigeria changes our currency right now in hopes of having a better future. We know we're fucking deceiving ourselves because of as long as the niggas keep on stealing and we don't produce, Nigeria is not getting better. It's not by currency name. In summary,
No, but these guys they buy egg like 2 eggs for like 300 billion or something. I don't know. So
oh,
like like
it's all about balance of trade surplus and balance of trade deficits. Your currency will still get the value. If you like change the name, if you like change the like game. Please moving on.
Coach,
This
well,
guy
I
just
quote Shago, please. Zig Gosu Zag. Shago 2024.
Like if you're Zimbabwe or Zimbabwe people, you just tell them, how are you moving this morning? Zigzag.
hi.
Uh,
Please, please,
yeah.
please, not us that quoted that one. No. Thank you.
That's
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
100%.
I love Zimbabwe as a country. I think their women are nice. I think their food, I don't know about it. I believe that one day I will go to Zimbabwe. I'll eat camel meat and I'll flourish I the deserts, and then you
don't
just
say what
just explore the
Please,
country.
please, I beg, ego, please.
thank
Moving
God
on,
thank
please.
God the internet did not even like allow him to
Yeah, no, it's a nice place now.
Shago.
Um,
CBN, that's the last news. Most of the news we have, there's nothing on tech today except
no,
foreign
earpiece.
stuff.
Let's say CBN is a major news more than earpiece.
Is CBN a major? CBN is just talking about dollar. All they've been talking about since ever since I
No
know them
CBN,
is
I beg, we'll talk
dollar,
about
dollar,
earpiece.
dollar. Let's
No
talk about
CBN.
Airpiece.
Uh,
Dollar, dollar, dollar. What happened to Airpiece? You guys give me the gist. I don't know what happened to Airpiece.
how go take what down? Basically, earpiece is now doing flights from Nigeria to UK. So it is way cheaper. Like right now, they are booked out to September, no cap. And they are reasoning doing the thing for US to Nigeria. So you understand how things be now. I will not be normally flight to Nigeria from US is over 2K. So if person go US, no one come back Nigeria, I think say they proud. You don't know where they will get 2K for one way flight. You never travel back and are over 2K. So this is buying in January and traveling December over 2K. So they said that earpiece they are trying to buy more. You get now
I need to keep
that kind
Hey, hey
to my
guys, shout out to my OP.
but some people 2K pass other people 2K.
Now based on currency, now perspective. Currency
Now
save now perspective.
perspective, you talk true.
Yeah, perspective.
Person
So
they
Prince,
send 2K to OP, other person go send 2K to Amex. Maybe the same thing.
shit
maybe the same thing. Maybe the same thing. That is
at
it.
all. Can
Oh,
never be the same thing.
oh. Being a millionaire is the thing of the mind as well. Oh. The thing of the mind.
Before, what did you think
Mm.
it was?
Like if they will
Now,
say the money, like the money wey I get wey I dey think about now never drop. If not, if I show you the money wey I dey think about now, e big, e big. Moving,
Yo,
let's move on to the episode. So, Prince, are you coming back?
Coming back to where?
No, now the price, the price of tickets is cheaper now. Are you coming back to your hometown?
I
you're going
said
to
people.
the
Is
US.
my name people? Anyway, like reason the thing now. So if you get admission for UK, based on say you get that pay 3 million, that was the price before this epic came and took control of things. People go start they defend their admission, waiting to buy flights to epic because now it's like 600k, which is like major. So we have to give preps to Tinubu government. Obviously, not be him doing that, but they did something good finally. Because all these other companies, all these Emirates, all these Lufthansa, they don't really give a shit about Naira. So they are always, it's very expensive because they're transferring it back to their currency. Make shareholders no vex. You feel me? So I just like the idea of our people getting the money and creating more jobs and shit like that. So yeah, kudos to the administration. This is like the second nice thing that they've done in this administration that I have to.
What's the first one?
And passports now. You know how fast it is to get passports.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
By Japan, that's in a prayer point to Shilo caliber prayer point. But now people just get
That's true.
The
That's true.
like the I mean, like Prince has explained it. But like the other issue that is important is the fact that as soon as LP started going to um like London, first of all they were fighting to get like Heathrow Airport, did not get Heathrow Airport. They now got like they now give them Gatwick Airport in London. If you've been to like London, you know the difference. Anyways, they gave
charged.
them Gatwick. Don't make it sound like I was targeting somebody.
For those listening,
That was not the point. Anyways, moving on. So they gave them Gatwick to go and land, right? And as soon as they did that, like international carriers, which were like 2,000, all of this, I think they started reducing their price. And the entire point was to reduce, like, to literally get Epis in a way, like, out of business, in the extreme case. But so there are two things at play here. Like this thing angered a lot of Nigerians in several ways. The first way it angered Nigerians is the fact that Nigerians realized that okay, so you guys actually could afford to carry us for like 1,000, and then you guys are now putting 2,000. Like, what kind of asshole move was that? Like, why are you guys charging us exorbitant prices? At the end of it, so like that's one thing that makes Nigerians the fact that like the prices were artificially high because, for example, moving from let's say like Spain to New York, right? I think it's like $700, but like London to Nigeria was like 2K. It did not make sense.
they go back. They
Yes,
pay London and Lagos now backyard from each other now. If even legal,
Guy,
exactly. It was
pay
2K.
to
this thing, they don't want you people in their country. It's obvious. It's not a matter of they don't want you in their country. That's what it is. Ah,
but you don't
sorry,
lie.
Shego. I don't. Mhm.
Wait, let me finish first. Let me finish first. So that was the first thing that angered Nigerians, the fact that um like these international so me I checked. I don't think the prices actually dropped though. Like I don't know where Nigerians are getting that information. I don't like I checked British Airways yesterday when I dropped the news to you guys, and I did not see the prices drop. It was still like 2K or something. So perhaps it's like I don't know, maybe Emirates or their carriers because it became big. So I guess there's some people have started dropping their price. That's the first thing. Nigerians are angered. So Nigerians have now decided that let's fry Epis at the end of the day. But which leads to my second point, and this is like my own point of view and my perspective. How do I say it?
You should have done this 10 years ago. It's as
This
simple as
like that's one.
this.
I think like
Why they are doing it? At
the
least they did it.
the aerospace industry has a lot of like fundamental problems, right? Because I think a lot of these things, I can remember. This is okay, like information that I know from people that know about the issue. We were having a conversation one day, like for example in Spain, and in Spain, Nigeria and Spain had an agreement that so the Spanish official flight carrier, that is Iberia, will be flying to Spain directly, and Nigeria have like slots for their own carriers to come to Nigeria. But Nigeria never used their slots. Do you understand? Like Nigeria, like there was no carrier that took advantage of those slots. And so like Spain was coming to our country, bringing people and doing business and getting money, but us were never sending anybody. So like there are fundamentally like a lot of issues in our own industry internally. But like the airpiece issue has shown us that like oh things can work, and if it works, right, like we will be we will be benefiting, because aside the fact that the airpiece manager is a businessman. He's also a Nigerian, which I think is like a very crucial component of this conversation. The fact that like during the Ukraine crisis, like Epis was transporting people for free, like Ukrainians to come to Nigeria, and there was another issue again, like he was just transporting people for free. So like he's very patriotic to that extent, and like he's trying to help Nigerians, even though he's a businessman, right? But in channels like that, he came to channels and he was just talking about like how unfair it is, like the price wars, like reducing prices to compete with him and to get him out of market. Which is like what I'm now trying to say. The second point is that at the end of the day, business is not like business is supposed to be fair if there's regulation. If you leave businessmen on their own, businessmen will be like as exploitative as they can be. Like if there's no regulation, businessmen will take advantage of customers and consumers as
We
much
are
as
not taking advantage, we are
like
just providing shareholder value. That's that.
exactly, because the like profit is their main goal. Like at the end of it, businesses are built to maximize profit. That's the whole point of business.
Yeah.
So like for this kind of business people, right? Because Nigeria, like first of all, though we have regulations, we need to obey them. Though we have a government, like in this kind of aspect, they don't work as well. So on the one hand, the fault of the price wars is not necessarily like the international carriers' fault. The fault is first and foremost what you have to understand. It is our own. It's our own because we did not take advantage of opportunities that we had in the past. We're playing with them, we're dulling on them, we're using politics to like, reduce them. We wanted like profit for our own individual selves and like not caring about the entire population. And now that we've seen that it works and now that we've seen our benefits, we are shouting and we're crying about this. First and foremost, we caused our problems. Then second and foremost is the fact that like it is business. It is unfair. It does not make sense. Like business is not about patriotism. Business does not care like where you're from. Business does not care about your color. Business does not care about like your geographical location. Business just cares about can you afford it. Like that is what it's about. And when price wars happen, right, if there's no regulator to step in and to like ensure that the wars, so price wars basically means people trying to reduce the prices to get more customers. So of course, like if I am British Airways and like I see Air is transporting guys for 800, maybe I'll reduce mine to 750, right? So that because like I don't know, as a customer, you go for the cheapest option. So people will now migrate and go to British Airways. So like the Air now has also like reduce their price to compete with British Airways. So they now put their own maybe like 748. So like that's the price of they now be reducing until like somebody gets it, right? First, from a consumer point of view, that's the benefits of competition.
but but that happens well when the CEOs are not in a group chat. If all of them are in a group chat, if they call that Igbo man that owns Airpeace now, and I'm sure they tried to convince him not to do this thing that he wanted to do. I'm very sure
Um,
they tried
because
to
business,
backward like convince him.
like you are going to affect their business. Of course, they'll tell you not to enter the market. Like that's the whole point. But my point is that if there's a price war going on, like at the end of the day, the person that can afford to reduce the prices is going to be the last winner. Epis cannot afford to compete with British Airways in any way. Like Epis needs to remain profitable and needs to just cover out some of its essential costs. Like
I actually
um,
think that there's a fighting chance. So, do you know why?
you think what?
Because Airpeace operations is in Nigeria. So it's not as if Airpeace has any other place to go. They go back to this thing, they go. But British Airways, on the other part, there are too many fucking things going on in the world. And also, remember currency difference. So their shareholders don't really care what is happening. All they care about is, let us see our earnings reports, our quarterly earnings reports. You get
I think their shareholders care.
anything that will affect their earnings report, they cannot go that far. So I think it's a war of. It's something in game theory that we've called. I'm trying to remember.
So,
I think I'm here twice as I'm talking, which is confusing.
Prince, talking
What?
about game theory, I don't know if you guys know Carlo Aja, but I was like reading Carlo Aja's tweet yesterday about the issue, right? And what you said about their main markets. So of course they are trying to venture. Airpeace is big player in Nigeria. Within Nigeria, like you can't compete with them. Like, or if you compete, you have to be like the big guy.
Yeah.
Airpeace are like important in Nigeria. And what Carlo Aja was saying is that like understand the dynamic of where you're playing, right? You want to venture into like international transfers, like international flights, right? No problem. But get the advantage from like home first. And what he said was that,
Epis has done that one.
They've already
well,
won.
like this just they are just starting with going to London. Oh. Like it's not really it's very new. And what kind of Agile suggests, you guys should go and check it. I think it was like yesterday. That was like 11th April or 10th April, and he posted that tweet. But what kind of Agile? Kind of Agile is like he's very popular like on the Twitter space because he talks about like economy, finance, blah blah. He's in Nigeria. What kind of Agile said was that what Epis can do is to take advantage of their home customers. So let's imagine that and like you give people benefits for using you both domestic like international flights and to reflect domestically. So the example he gave was let's imagine somebody used airplanes to go to London, right, to go to Gatwick. In what you can do as Airpeace is to give that person like a 10%, 20% discount on all their local flights, like their next local flights, you give them 20% off. Of course, that creates an incentive for that person to use Airpeace because using Airpeace gives you a reward. And like because the person is Nigerian, when you're in Nigeria, and if you're traveling internationally, like you're the kind of person that might be traveling on the air, even domestically, right? So if that is the case, you are going to be attracting more people by your side by rewards that you give them. Because British Airways they do not have domestic flights within Nigeria. Like they will not carry you from Abuja to Lagos. They don't do that service, right? But Epis does. So if Epis transitions to that reward model, they might get more customers than British Airways could never compete against. So Prince,
Like,
as regards your
you
point,
suppose hire you as for Airpeace after
eh?
this image. You suppose hire you as consultants for Airpeace.
No,
When you
no,
go interview, just carry
na
this episode.
talk am o, no
Prince,
be my
Carry the, no, no,
Prince,
no. Stop giving him
no, no,
credit.
no.
Carry
Prince,
the link to
you
the episode and carry for interview.
Prince, you talk am now. You talk and say he won't send this podcast to recruiter. So from the beginning of this conversation, you don't plan am. Na plan work. Na Musa Obed now. Na plan work.
guy. I was watching guy. There's one quote. I was watching Dune 2 yesterday. There's one quote that is like one of the maddest. Oppenheimer has the best quotes I like, and Black Panther. But like, there's one quote in Dune 2 that the Bene Gesserit said. Like, have you guys watched Dune?
I watched it. I watched it. What did you say? What did you say?
Okay, KK, did you watch Dune?
That is long story.
Shego, do you watch
I'm
Dune?
not planning to watch Dune the next like till there are like 5 movies out, and I'll not watch.
No problem. There's going to be a party, but like, it's just a quote.
There are going to be like 10 parts. Don't worry.
So like, there's the Bene Gesserit. Bene Gesserit are just like this, like women. They're like the faith guys, but what they do literally is like they orchestrate royal families, literally. So they mix blood to ensure that the person ruling, they are on the side of the person ruling. Like the most powerful people, they always want to be like on the side of the most powerful. Anyways, that's irrelevant. That's just context for Bene Gesserit. But like the Bene Gesserit, so like now they are planning to create.
Who can you compare the Bene Gesserit to people from Legends of the Seeker?
I've not watched any of this.
Confessors.
Error.
Eh? I think you can compare them to the confessors. You know the confessors are always with the seeker. Like a seeker must have a confessor. So how like the person ruling must have a Bene Gesserit with
Even
them.
like the having confessors, so everybody will get beach finally because fit the waka and they do the same fighting routine every day. They fight the same armor people with chain vest. You yourself you guys procreate now, so they just give you one nice baby wey dey wear white every day. So that say you no get reason now. At least you will get topic for
That's
that day. Say how do
that's his Prince. That's his Prince analogy. That's not where we're driving at, but that's where he took us to.
Let me hamper down
So
what I was saying, so that I will, like. So, anyways, like the quote was, the Bene Gesserit, like the Reverend Mother, the most senior woman, like so Florence Pugh, which like she was Katie in Oppenheimer. She's like the son, she's the daughter of the
This
Prince
guy just appear like evil spirit.
group. Prince, you dey see her guy.
And they
Shego
see Shego.
Shego just Shego don't bag
Shego
o.
come with company background.
Shego
Yeah, she go get like 4 jobs in they make millions.
bill am
Oh,
o.
Bilam, bro. It's one of those. It's one of those things.
Now
One
Shego
man.
say money is not everything. You gonna tell people money.
It's one of those things.
Exactly.
It's one of
Exactly.
those
That's.
things.
Yeah. That's so.
Money is not
So the
everything,
quote
my
that they
friend.
said was,
Money is not
guy,
everything.
this is just like so
Ah,
badass. It's like
baby, money is not
we are
everything.
Bene Gesserit. We don't hope, we plan.
We don't what?
We don't hope, we plan.
Person wey plan dey hope make the plan work now.
Egg up, egg up.
But
That one different. You know, say if you no get NEPA for house, if you plan do something, but you go hope say NEPA come. This one they no get any factor like that.
You need your
they
Yeah,
they
sound
don't hope,
effect for
they
that one.
plan and it works.
they plan.
Exactly. We don't hope, we plan. Like hope no dey part of our strategy. Planning is 100%. Anyways, it's
Guy,
just like you said.
I've forgotten the major context to how we got to the quote, but see his criminal smile.
You go where, sha?
His
We don't.
criminal smile. His guy smile like he's doing an interview, and he just got the job like an intern, and he's happy that he's working. This is his first remote job.
I go feed the morning meeting like this. So.
I said, nigga is his first remote job as an intern in a software company.
Shego go still start Shego go still start the end our message with yours sincerely. Shego Shimede.
Yes, I said, no, just sincerely, yes.
Dear Ego.
Anyways, dear Ego,
When our
as we
meeting
delve as we delve into the topic of last week's Friday podcast,
You say now
I
GPT
wait
3.5
your
finish break
response.
down.
Sincerely Ego. Shego Shimede.
yeah. See you next time. Let's play Among Us one of these days. I swear it'll be nice.
To be honest, I never even installed that game before. Talk less of playing it.
You can play it on the web now. You don't need to install it.
All these COVID games. Me, I was in university then. I was trying to succeed in academics.
And now
Earlier,
we know what can succeed now. We won't fail. We won't fail. We know serious this life. This is why
the one-
Nigerians that live in Nigeria now. Success
So,
is not part of it.
like, how did you guys turn this around? Like, how?
No.
Please.
What do we do? We will say
Even
let's play Among Us. You say you were in university, you were trying to succeed. So we now when can't they attached to the game, when know about our own
no,
plan, success not even there inside.
so that year, egg up, if they play Among Us, they hope. Why Musa the
No
plan?
one fail.
In conclusion,
Mm. Eh? Who be this? Wait to I dey see some kind meetings where I no plan for there. She's when this meeting enter my calendar.
life of an
I
entrepreneur.
abeg. I dey see some kind meeting when they set down
A
by
CEO
2
with
2
about five
p.m. Wait
employees or
one.
more.
My mom say I don't even know when the meeting enter. I just see notification. I see one
Your
kind mail. I
HR
was like,
don't
wait,
send
the
you
last time I
meeting
talked
now.
to
You
this
have to
person
meet
was
with somebody.
January. And that last time that they get tell me, you know the person now for my last job now. I see
And you have 1 minute.
That sounds so very false. It sounds so very
Maybe
false, bro.
And maybe they want to
we don't know.
rehire you now. It's the season of hiring
Why the
and
No,
guy?
no, 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 no,
employment.
maybe that guy, maybe that guy. The company I work with, that guy. I'll come. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
You talk to her?
No,
Like I'm not
no,
since
language guy.
January. Like I'm just notification now. Say they invite me for meeting.
You spelled that wrongly,
I did
sha.
shocked,
Like
bro.
how?
I'm
You
shocked as you guys
You know,
reach out for which reason.
I've been telling
in
you to reach
summary,
out
you
for
have
some
come to the
reason.
end. In summary, we have come to the end of
Like
our
I've been telling you
podcast,
to reach
guys.
out for the past, I don't know how long,
Wait oh,
for that stuff I'm working
wait
on.
oh. Who be this person? They require. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, wait. Let's end the pod. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, man,
Well, we achieve our target of below 2 hours.
wow.
He saw
No, no, no,
money
no.
and
I
this
saw something interesting. So I saw
money is
somebody
not
requested
everything, Lego.
access to a video.
Money is not everything.
Co-founder
You can't see
of
money and then you run away.
See,
co-founder.
I got see
wait,
Co-founder.
Ghana,
co-founder. Found anything, I
wait,
got give us.
Musa, you know, give us breakdown of your week.
Money is interesting now.
Bring
It's
out my
true. What
week.
happened in your week? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What happened in
Eh,
your week?
See, I see happen for my week. Guy, we're on Friday. How
You go they do to Mbappe for your neighbor.
Friday? I don't even understand. I don't. Well, I know that like I had a lot of like I had a couple of meetings
He helped me with
when I
my
do like
Canva stuff.
some companies and like some projects I'm working on. Aside that, personal projects. Okay, I just did a lot of my certification. Um, but the main thing I wanted to do this week I never even do, which is I'm doing a report on the CBN recapitalization. I have the draft, but I'm not yet like further on it. But that's my plan to further on it. So yeah, that's
Make
more.
sure say you edit and promote all the delve with the inside.
What?
I say remove all the delve inside the thing when you're done.
Yeah, I'll put. I'll try. I'll try. I'll try not
Like,
to delve into artificial intelligence.
word.
Make it AI free.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
And now, Ego,
Uh, anyway,
go and
ladies and gentlemen,
get some
boys and
cash.
girls,
Yeah, that's the
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet. No, 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 no. I'm not billing anybody this today. You know, this
Ah,
new.
guy,
Let's not say
Ego,
what.
collect the money so we
Shego
can
is
give
actually
you.
any more than managers in Nigerian banks. But let's not have that conversation. Go- Ego,
Shego is a millionaire. He's a baller, bro. He's a fucking baller.
continue. Somebody's father will get 4 children. Shego the earn more than now, but continue.
I say, Shego is
Shego,
living the life. He's living in his mother's basement and see any
That's it.
more than his mother. Yeah, anyone, anyone other parents.
Shego, don't forget
Error,
to post this
error
episode.
404.
Shego, post this episode for you. No go hide them, so I no go bill you. Post this episode. I go dey monitor your account.
You say what's good?
No hide though. I'm gonna say we kuku get mutual. I go just post the episode
Blood
that day.
sucking
I don't
demon.
even post them. I don't get
When I post
CMO.
all those babes will see
any
am.
fans.
CMO. CMO.
Then go tag me for
CMO.
Instagram.
CMO. One and only
Blood
CMO.
sucking demon. You know, green
Wait,
send me
wait,
money.
be this.
Guy,
Okay.
Ego, close us off.
Anyway, yeah. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet? Thank you all for sitting and hearing. Last week was Friday pod. Here comes the conclusion of the pod. I hope you've taken something home. If you're not taking anything home, take this home. You listen to it. With that being said, thank you. I'm going to end the recording now. Don't forget, check the link in the description to support us. Basically, what's podcasting produces and manages podcast. Check out the newsletter to get interesting podcast
It's a lie.
recommendation like this one.
It's a lie.
Check the link in the description to support what's podcasting. Listen to the podcast recommendation like this one. With that being said, see you on the next episode. Bye.
Ego.
That felt good.